he needs to, or I'm sorry, she needs to do that. And I didn't know if I should say he or she, because clearly it looked like a girl, but she was manly looking. And the place I was at, everybody was like gay or bisexual. It was in West Hollywood. So, anyways, I get down the presentation or whatever, and I leave. I didn't think anything of it because I corrected myself and I was like, "Oh, he needs another form." And I go, "Oh, I'm sorry, she needs another form," because I looked and I was like, "Oh crap, that's a girl, not a guy, right?" So I leave. A week later, the owner, fires off this email like, "Yeah, you are very insensitive to misrepresent one of my employees and blah blah blah." And I'm like, why am I getting harassed here when this person is looking one way but dressed another way, and I'm the one that's wrong? Like, I felt very uncomfortable. That's why I corrected myself, like, oh, and I moved on with the situation, right? So now it's like reverse, where it's like, oh, people who are bi or cross dressed or whatever, they get offended if you don't know what they are. But if you look one way, but you're acting a certain way, how are we supposed to know? Like, we
I
should be
got
the
a
ones
comment on that one.
I do too. I'll go next. Go ahead, Gabby.
So I had actually posted a video a few days ago where it was about a trans person that was originally a man that became a female, and she went on a date with a guy. And she's recording this date just like a snippet, and she posts this, "Oh, I hope that he doesn't get too upset when I tell him I was a man." So I make a title and I put, and then people get mad when they get beat up or they get offended when something happens to them. And I have a few friends that are in transition from being a woman to becoming men, right? Right away, that person went off trying to like go off on me because I made that comment. And I'm like, look, I'm not saying every single person is gonna be through that situation, but if you're so proud about what you are doing as far as your transition, why not tell people since the start, hey, this is my situation. If you want to go ahead and continue to talk to me, by all means. I was originally this, now I'm proud to be this, and keep it pushing. But my thing with that is why the constant lies about it. Like, I don't understand why to continue to lie. Like, hey, yeah, I was born this. No, you weren't. Just like the video with the girl. Like, oh, I was squirting. Where? How?
Yeah.
Like, to me, it makes no sense that you're so proud of being LGBT, but you don't want to admit the fact that you were what you were. And you're going to play someone with their emotions. You know how people are with their emotions, especially men feeling disrespected.
Real quick, I was going over a story of a 22-year-old Marine vet. Well, not a vet, but just came from the service. He had met a chick, and come to find out when they was about to get it on, he found out that it was that, and he ended up murdering the person.
Yeah, because it's deceit at
he's doing
the
right
highest
now.
level.
He's doing time right now. I think they gave him life or something like that. But whatever the case may be, there's quite a bit of stories of that actually happening where it becomes there. You know what I mean? Where they're
because it's deceitful. It's like you're lying to someone. It's like when, why not tell them since the beginning? It's gonna be my choice to decide if I do want to fuck with you or not.
Right.
Yep.
You get me? It's like, might as well be honest since the beginning, and don't get upset because of the fact that they don't want to fuck with you because you were born a female or you were born a guy. It's like, at the end of the day, everyone has their preferences. Then just stick to the she, he. Why put they? It's like, how am I going to start a conversation with one person and I'm calling you they? Like, that makes no sense to me.
Hey, no lie. Hey, Walt, you are absolutely right too. Because I have a
What do
lot
you
of
say?
stuff
You haven't put up
that
any of
said,
his posts.
I did. I've been putting them up all night.
He said tone
But
is a lie.
they I do have a lot of stud homegirls, and they actually be like, "No, I'm a female," but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Hey,
Biz, but
And a
like
lot
I
of
said, there are
stud
some that
females are not
A lot.
males or don't wish to be addressed as male. They know they're
right,
female. We're
right,
talking about
Right,
the
right.
transgenders. Those are two totally different things.
Mm-hmm.
Because a stud female knows she's a female. She doesn't wish to be a man. She just doesn't wish to dress like a female. I mean, dress like a male. So it's a big difference when you're addressing a transgender, versus a stud girl, or however the case may be, or a flamboyant guy. Those are two different things. They know that they're guys. They don't care, you know what I'm saying, that you're calling them a guy, however the case may be. But when it
Right,
comes down
right.
to
That's true.
transgender,
Right.
that's a really touchy situation right there. You know what I'm saying? And you'd be really glad to get out of a fight because they be ready to fight. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So a stud girl, you know what I'm
But
saying?
who fault
Okay,
is that? Is that
that's
our
a
fault or their
female.
fault?
It's their fault if they're
'Cause-
angry. That's a mental issue. If you're angry, you ready to fight people and stuff, that's something personal that you have to deal with. It's not everybody
Well,
else's fault
at,
around
at
you.
the end of the day, like I said, it's about respect. Respect who they are. You know what I'm saying?
They don't know who they are
You
sometimes.
would want to respect somebody. You would want somebody to respect you for who you are. So, you know what I'm saying? I say it's about the respect. If you know what I'm saying, that this person, you know what I'm saying, is a transgender. Why would you go the opposite way and say, "Oh well, man, whoopie woo woo woo"? You know what I'm saying?
right,
Yeah, they're gonna get offended. Now, as far as the issue that you had, you know what I'm saying? That was a girl dressed as a boy. You know what I'm saying? You can't confuse that. I see a lot of women dressed as boys, but I know that they're females.
I did not know the difference. I was like,
right,
wait. I didn't know what to address the person as. I was like, it was so fast. And I was like, I don't know what to say he or she, because I know people get offended by that. You don't want to offend people purposely, but at the same time, sometimes it happens because you don't know what they want to be referred to as.
Well, then maybe it would help to go the extra step and ask them what they would be preferred to be
Well, I
addressed as.
mean, yeah, if I was on a one-on-one, but this was a corporate meeting, I didn't have time to like single them out in front of everybody and be like, what would you like me
And
to
that's
address you as?
understandable, but that's why the backlash came.
yeah.
You know
Because
what I'm
that
saying?
actually would have been the respectable thing to do
Not
to
in a
ask
corporate
that.
setting like that in front of everybody. What would you like me to address you as? Because that would have been like, why did you do that?
No, what
No,
I
You
would
don't
have
it's
even know
not
the
in
done
that
was
matter.
situation.
You didn't have to say, "Oh, what
Well,
would you like me to address you as?"
I would
It
have
would have been
asked her
okay
her
to be like, "Oh,
name.
I'm sorry,
What's
sir,
your
ma'am.
name? What's
I
your
see you,
name?
Big Walt. I
You
You
know
know
what
see
I'm
you.
that?
saying?
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
sorry.
different
What's
way
your
to do
name?
it. Yeah,
You
But
know what I'm
not
saying?
different way
What's
to
even
your
with
do
the
it.
name?
name, because nowadays even giving their name, it's like a lot of like
Issue names.
a lot of people that are going like, for example, the ones that keep the name Jackie, they end up, or Jacqueline was the original name, and then they end up changing it to Jack. So it's like there's a lot of names that you end up with a similar name that sounds like either it could be a female or a male's name.
Right, but
Like
Yeah.
I actually
if they
know a
Jen,
So,
girl
identify
from high
themselves
for you
as
school
to
that
ask
men,
his
then
her
name
one of
was
you
name,
identify
Jasmine.
as a man,
one
for you
right?
mic,
to
one mic,
ask the name,
one
she
mic.
wouldn't have had to address that person as a he or a she. She could have addressed her by her name. You know what I mean? That would have saved a lot. The email would have been, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have got that shocking email because I would have, if it was me and in that situation, I would have said, "Excuse me, what's your name?" You know what I'm saying? And I'd have said, well, can you give so and so and so on a package? You know what I'm saying? That was pretty embarrassing. The he she thing, that was embarrassing. If I didn't
Uh,
know or I wasn't sure, I would have been like, "Excuse me, what's your name?" And I would have addressed that person by her name, or you
so
know what
I
I'm
have
saying?
so I have another video. I'm gonna hit the slide. We got another guest coming in. Walt, I'm gonna back down, and you guys can have the convo right quick. Here's our next video.
I
Bam.
have no idea why you want drag queens to read books to your children. I have no idea. What in the hell has a drag queen ever done to make you have so much respect for them and admire them so much? Other than put on makeup and jump on the floor and writhe around and do sexual things on stage. I have absolutely no idea why you would want that to influence your child.
Now, how confusing is that? You have a drag queen saying that you shouldn't do it, and then there's a whole group of other drag queens that are like, well, what's wrong with us? We're better parents than you guys are.
It's not even
Some of
drag
them
queens
are.
that want you to do it, though. There's a lot of people that are quote unquote straight. They're saying that they want their kids to be watching that.
That's, to me, that's crazy.
Yes, baby.
All right, check it out. We're gonna filter this bullshit.
Oh, hold on,
It
hold on,
doesn't
hold on, hold
matter.
on. One second. Mr. Rap, you wanted to respond to that? The video?
Oh no, I just said what I was responding to Miss K when she said, you know, that some of the drag queens be like they're better parents than, you know, the common man and woman, and they are. It's true. Some of them are better parents. You know what I mean?
Can
No
you
matter what their gender is or how, and this is what people feel and realize. It doesn't matter what your gender is. What your gender is. You know what I'm saying? How you proceed in life is what is what's important. I don't think a person's gender identify them as a person. You know what I mean? Like what they do in life, how they live their life. You know, you have two gay men that's raising kids. They adopting. They'll give them kids before they give a woman and a man a child. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? They'll give two women a child before they just actually adopt a child out to a man and a woman. I'm living proof of it. I've raised kids. I have foster kids. So, you know, in some aspect that is true. Some of them are better parents than, you know, a man and a woman. Now, whether you think it's right or wrong, I don't think it matters what their gender is.
It ain't nothing but the agenda that they push. That's it. It has nothing to do. It doesn't matter what the gender is. As a parent, there is no two men is better parents than a man and a woman, or two women is better parents than a man and a woman. You have some that's good parents. You have some that's not. Same with heterosexuals. It's the same thing. It has nothing to do with the gender. But the facts are the facts. If you are a man, you are a man. I don't care if you change to a woman, whatever it is. You are still a man, no matter how you put it. Same with a woman. You are still a woman. And the fact is, I'm not going to ever call you something different than what God made you.
That's,
God
I
made you
agree.
that way. That's what you are. And it doesn't matter what your feelings are. Like I said in them comments, they not gonna call nobody a dolphin that want to be that they preference is a dolphin. Or I'm a dolphin. I'm not calling you no damn dolphin. They have more problems with what everybody else thinks than what they have with what they think. The thing is, they have a problem with all heterosexuals have an idea about. They want everything to be what they want.
Same with heterosexuals. Same with heterosexuals. They have issues with the gay world. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody has issues with the gay world. The gay world has issues with the gay world.
Well, some people do have issues with the gay world because they believe it's not right. So she's right about that. They do. Some people do. And that's their right, though.
Stop doing that.
Give me a percentage. Give me a percentage. Because there's a very small percentage that has a problem with the gay world. But there's a very huge percentage with the gay world that has a problem with everyone else.
Wow, that's not true. It's not a small percentage because you got to look at the voting. You forget
I know
they
more of
voted
this community than you do.
That's
I have
not
more friends in this community than you do, and I have more friends that will tell you this. That's in that community that would say, "Man, it's too many people that's coming into our community that's acting this way, and we're not even like that." They would tell it. A lot of gay people don't even like how their community turned out. They're throwing an agenda out there. And it's people like us that's over here, that's heterosexuals, that's like, hey, we're gonna go along with it. Let's go ahead and go along with it. For example, okay, women fought so hard for transgenders, right?
Put that in the refrigerator.
They fought so hard. Now that they saying, hey, let's let if it's a transgender man that changed to a woman or whatever, let's let them use the woman's restroom. All women that supported that have a problem now. Now it's a
You
problem.
should, because your kids could potentially get raped by a man who's saying he's a woman.
Damn!
And those are my facts. Like that's basically the point I'm getting to. It doesn't matter about what they want to be called. It's what you are. You're gonna always be what you are. And I'm not gonna ever call you nothing different. I don't give a damn about your feelings. Oh, I want to be called this. Well, stop being so goddamn sensitive and be called what you are.
Mm.
I have no sympathy.
Break it down, fellas.
Why do you do that, Biz? Like,
I have no sympathy for people that want to be too sensitive about things because nothing goes their way.
And that's your right.
well, it's not.
Life
I understand. I
is
get
not
what
about
you're
your way.
saying. I agree with what you're saying.
You
I
said
just
what?
see it differently. I just don't like when people try to force me to lie about who they are to make them feel comfortable. And
And
that's, but I'm not going to be insensitive either, like to be like rude about it or, oh, I don't care about their feelings. My thing is, if I saw you as Walt today and you decided you want to be Waltette next week, I'm not going to be like, hey, Waltette, because I know that. You know, and that's the problem with our kids when we're bringing our kids to school and they're being taught these lies, right? Now as parents, you know, it's like, well, what do you say to your kid when your kid says, oh, well, Miss so and so is now Mr. so and so?
It's still well, Miss so and so is still Miss so and so that turned into something that she's not. I'm gonna let my kids know the truth. I'm not about to tell you, oh, well, that's a woman now. No, that's still a man.
That's the same as Christians pushing their religion on people. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, so I can't say that
She got a point.
what it's right or wrong, because Christians do the same thing. Just like, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing, and it's been there. Like I said, the gay world has been there. The only difference is now it's not discreet. It's not discreet. You know what I'm saying? It's out there. You know what I'm saying? I remember, like I said, I was born in the 70s. I used to see gay people all the time. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, okay, it is what it is. It was a brush off. Now people are
Uncle
so
Tom.
worried about their
My gym teacher
child.
was gay.
Say what?
I said, now I think about it, my gym teacher was gay. She never
Right.
was
So I mean, it's always been there. The only difference between now and then
It's always
is
gym teachers.
it's out there. It's out there, and people don't like that it's out there, which is understandable. Okay, fine. You don't like it, but what are you gonna do about it? Because there's nothing that you can do about it.
Hey,
You know what I'm
there's
saying?
a lot
you
that
right.
parents
Check
can
this
do
out. Check
about
this
it.
out. One mic. Look. I was at an event this weekend, performed with the big homie Tea Time. She had an event at a gay festival. It was a pride festival. And it was cool. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't feel weird, but I mean, I could see how people would be like, oh, this is blase blase. But I think more people have to be a little bit more open minded, and that it's like being around hippies, or it's like being around, you know what I mean? It's like being around anybody else who has a certain preference on life. And I think by being a touring musician, you get to be around that a lot, just different cultures of people, right? It may be the same race, it may be whatever, but people really
It's a different
think
diversity, period.
yes.
They don't.
The
That's just like
unfortunate
they want
thing.
us to accept Christianity. Everybody doesn't believe in God. Everybody has their own thing. You know what I'm saying? But you're constantly like, you see it all over. You got rappers right now, and this is something else I've noticed. And I just posted this on my Facebook the other day. There are more people rapping about God. So that's another agenda that's been pushed. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
God
But
for it.
everybody is not accepting that. So just like you don't accept, you know what I'm saying, the lesbian, the gay, you know, transgender community, a lot of people don't accept accept the religion community. It's the same agendas being pushed. It's just one against the other one. You know what I'm saying? So we as teachers or as parents, we have to teach our children in a way that we want them to grow. Now, once they get older, they make their own decisions. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? So you have
can you be a gay Christian parent? Just mix it all in one.
you can. It happens. You have gay preachers.
Biz,
Why
why are
you do
you
that,
hiding
Biz?
your face, Biz?
Why you do that, Biz? Oh
You
my
have
He's
gay
God.
preachers.
hiding.
You know what I'm saying?
He's
At the end of the
hiding
day.
because I know he wants to
Because
say so much stuff.
this is and
It's
this
because
is
that
what I'm
makes
gonna
it so tricky. It's like
we
if
go
they're a
off
priest,
of because Christians think of that as being a sin, but there's no sin greater than the next one. So who are you to judge the next person?
I'm just
You can't
I'm
do
just
that.
saying, can you be a gay Christian? Can you be a gay Christian pastor?
Why not?
A lot of them was.
I'm
There you
asking.
go. And you're right.
Are you
Is
saying
that
could you be
Not
or
saying
should you be? Because those are two different
it's
questions.
not saying that it's right.
Now
It's just
listen.
saying that
Now
you have
wait.
that.
No. Hold on, hear me out.
Exactly.
Understand what we're listening to. You guys don't understand what the pastoral role in the community is, right?
Right.
So as men, when we go to church as young boys, who do we look up to? The pastor. He's like
Right.
probably the most best image in the hood to a kid that ain't been outside the parameters, I would say. You get what I mean? So they look at the pastor as the guy that got the money, he got good knowledge, blase, blase. And if they think that that's okay, and they walked in that same, would that be a good example for the kid? Do you think so?
Let me ask this question then.
No.
You
Do
got kids,
women
Biz.
Wait.
You
listen,
don't. You
See,
okay,
got to
that's
get
listen.
them to go
hold
with
on,
the
I'm
kid.
asking
hold
because
on.
you
No, hold
specifically
on,
said a man, but they have
hold on.
women preachers.
Oh, no.
That's not in the Bible about a woman preaching.
No. What?
You have women preachers.
Right. And the gay pastor is not in the Bible, also. But let's just say in the dream world, there is a gay pastor, and blase blase, like there is probably now. Is that a good example for kids?
I think long as they're teaching what they're there to teach.
Is it a good example for the kid? Yes or no?
Long as they're there to
Would
teach
you?
what they're supposed to be teaching, which is the Bible.
Okay. Would you be okay with your offspring attending that church?
Yes. Because my mind is open. So yes, I would be. I wouldn't be against it. As long as they're teaching what my child is there to learn, which would be about God and the Bible. Yes, I would be okay with that.
Y'all can take it.
Biz, you can take it.
is because technically it would be so hypocritical on that end. You get me? Because how they're saying that in marriage and everything, it should be a woman and a man, and they're not going to be teaching that because they're not going to agree with it at 100%. So it's kind of weird.
Then they need to go teach something else. Then maybe.
You got that right, Tom.
What else they gonna teach? They teaching the best religion, Christianity.
No,
What else
that's
they
what I'm
gonna
saying.
teach?
They need to go teach something
Yoga?
else. Then maybe they don't need to be teaching that shit.
What they gonna teach? Yoga? I'm just saying, like when
Shit. Yeah, I guess I don't know.
I'm
Shit,
just
what the
I'm
fuck?
just saying, like when we're talking about an image,
Church of yoga.
it's a Christian gay pastor yoga church.
Look,
Hey, however we
Hot
want to.
yoga.
Biz, let me answer that same question, bro. Let me
Your
answer the
Bibles
same question. Me
to
personally,
stretch to the left of your leg.
I just hello. Is this mic on? I just wanted to
your mic
address
on.
something that was said.
Hey, how come it seems like
I
when
don't
I'm
know
at
who said it. So maybe it
The
was
question is, would you allow your offspring to attend a Christian gay pastor church?
absolutely not. But I wanted to address that there were
Why? Because Miss Sarab has
because
a
I
good
wouldn't
reason.
because I know what the Bible says about being gay. So why would I support a gay church if I know it says it's wrong? But that's
No, it's
beside the
not a
point.
gay. See. That's where you got it twisted.
It's
It's
not a
not a
gay
gay
church.
church. It's just a gay
if the pastor is openly gay, it's a gay church.
So let me ask
I
you
don't
this:
care
you have
what they're
do you have
teaching.
any kids?
Wow.
It doesn't matter what they're.
Let me
Hold
ask
on,
you
you
a
guys.
question.
It doesn't matter what they're teaching.
This is my
If
thing.
that person is openly gay,
Listen,
that is a gay church. If they're openly telling you they're gay,
Miss,
hold
on.
you married? Do you have?
Can you hold that
do
1
you
second?
have children under marriage?
Mr. Rap,
within a
can you
marriage?
hold that 1 second? 1 second, Mr. Rap. Can you hold that 1 second? Miss Cat, do you know you just called hip hop gay? Because African
no, I didn't.
Bambaataa.
No, you said what
Wait. African Bambaataa. He's the head of
I don't
hip
know who
hop,
that
and
is.
he is gay. But
I don't know who that
he
is.
came out as gay. I
Yes,
don't want to
he
put
did.
no defamation
You
on his name or
said,
nothing
hold
like
on.
that.
You said,
Wait, no, hold on. Let me speak.
Would I go to a
wait,
church
1
where the
second, 1
guy is
second.
telling you he's gay?
1 second, 1 second. My whole point was, if he's the head, right, and you calling the head, if the head is that, then the whole body is that, right?
That's basically what
So
you said.
I'm saying that's just like calling hip hop gay, because African Bambaataa is the head of hip hop. He damn near one of the fathers of hip hop, and you calling hip hop gay.
You don't know who the pastor is to either. Them gay pastors.
That's what I'm saying.
The whole point.
Exactly, Tone. If you don't know, it's one thing. But if you
trying to be
know,
double standard, Cat. You can't.
That's not double standard.
Yeah,
That's
you
no,
is.
it's
You being
not.
Just
lukewarm.
because that pastor
You
is
either gonna
gay
be hot or
does
you gonna
not
be
mean
cold.
his whole church.
If I do not know that this person is gay, you can't hold someone accountable for that. You can only hold someone accountable for what they know. So now if they know this person is openly gay and they continue to go to that church, shame on them if they don't believe in it. But if you don't know that that person's gay, you can't say someone's a hypocrite they didn't even know. That's totally different.
Okay, but now you know. He just told you that African Bambaataa is gay, openly gay. Now
I don't
you
even know
know.
who African
I'm not saying
Bambaataa
he's.
is.
Wait. Let's
Miss
not.
Cat,
Wait.
you
Stop.
are, girl.
Stop the show. Stop the show. I'm not. I don't want to put nothing out there. I don't want to say he's. Let's just say, big rumor. Okay, African Bambaataa. You know, I ain't trying to no defamation, right? No copyright,
Right,
whatever.
right.
But I did through my research. But no, I'm playing.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know who that is, so I can't speak on something I
He's the
don't
head
know
of hip
about.
hop.
But what I can say is that
He's the
somebody
head of
said
hip hop.
that there's no women
Right.
preachers. or
He's like
women
one of the fathers of hip hop.
He's the head of hip hop. So that's why he said that you call hip hop gay, because there are a lot of
I didn't say
followers
nothing about
behind
hip hop. How did I get involved in the hip hop conversation?
because he said that he was the head of hip hop. So by you saying that, you know, the pastor being gay, you're calling all his followers gay, and you call the church a gay church.
I didn't say that. That didn't come out of Cat's mouth.
You did say that, Kat. You said if the you made the comment. No, hold on. We're not talking about hip hop, but he's using that as a reference. That you said that because the priest is gay, the whole church is gay. So you consider his church a gay church because of the fact that the priest is gay. But they're saying that is not necessarily the whole church that is gay. And that's what Biz is mentioning. Since this person is gay, you're making it seem like everyone is gay.
No. That was misinterpreted because I said if you go
But that's how it sounded.
No, this is what I said exactly. I said if a pastor openly says that he is gay, if you don't believe in that, you should not be going to that church. The whole church knows that it's a gay church because the pastor is gay. He's openly saying he's gay.
Again. That doesn't mean that that's a gay church.
But I'm not saying that everybody in the church is actually living gay. I'm saying that they're okay with that. Like if you don't believe in gay lifestyle, right? And your pastor says, "Hey, you guys, I'm gay," and you stay going there, then you're actually accepting the agenda. That's
This is for the ones who said we would make it. This is for the ones who said we would take it. Never let you down, you the real reason. This $1 billion smile never came easy. This might be the one, couple label deals.